Good morning, it's Wednesday, February 12, 2025. Mental health is real, seek help, and the stigma on the news this morning. Governor Fubara confident of his chances in re-election bid. Police arrest suspected gang leader in Rivers community. Fresh oil spill hit Bukuma community after oil spill fire was put out. Port Harcourt men share their wish list for Valentine's Day. On the foreign scene, Israel threatens to resume Gaza war. Details of these and more after this break.
The best gift parents can give to their children.
Welcome back. I'm Ifechu Kumoyo with the news. This Wednesday's news begins with River State Governor Siminalayi Fubara expressing confidence that nothing will prevent him from winning the 2027 governorship election if he decides to run for a second term. Governor Fubara spoke on Tuesday while receiving a delegation of traditional rulers and leaders from the 3 local government areas that make up the Kalabari ethnic nationality in River State. Governor Fubara was responding to their endorsement of him for a second term in office.
So you see, I like believing that we don't have any problem. When we get to the bridge, if we can't build the bridge, Moses will come and create the way for us. So you don't need to worry. When we get to that bridge, we will cross the bridge. We will cross it in a way that our enemy will be struggling. They will see why we're passing. Then they will wake up to see that we're on that side of the bridge. So don't worry. The most important thing is for us to understand that we have a limited time here on earth. And that while we live, the greatest thing we must do is to be peaceful with ourselves, with our neighbor.
Governor Fubara, however, hinted at plans to establish a specialized higher institution in Kalabari land.
University, you said, a higher tertiary institution. Look, let us not be like those people who created campuses. And those campuses could not be sustained. And as of today, there is a big memo requesting that all those campuses should be consolidated back to the university. So we're not going to do our own that way. We're going to study it. Whatever we're going to bring there should be something that will sustain itself. So I can assure you, I'll work on it.
The Kalabari delegation praised Governor Fubara's leadership qualities and dedication to infrastructural development, particularly the 200 billion naira Trans-Kalabari Road project, which is currently under construction. Earlier, Governor Fubara swore in the new Surveyor General of the state, Peter Ogolo, urging him to defend and protect the interest of the state.
This appointment is not because it's from Okobo. He's the most senior, most qualified. Even the one who interviewed the person who is succeeding now. The records are there, go to Civil Service Commission. So I don't need to give you any charge. You're already there. You know what the office entails. You just read your oath of office. Do what is right. It's not about faces you're going to see. Do what is right. Be professional. Defend the interests of the state. I wish you all the best. God will guide you.
Moving on now, the chairman of Obiakpo local government area, Chijioke Iwuon, has called on residents to remain steadfast in their support for the Fubara administration. Speaking at a media briefing in his office, Mr. Iwuon said this recent Supreme Court judgment did not validate the legitimacy of Martin Amihule and 27 others as members of the Rivers State House of Assembly.
People who are debating think that they have won. I want to also say there is no court that affirmed that right of Martin Amihule is the Speaker of the Rivers State House of Assembly. So I want to assure people to go about their normal business and continue to pray for His Excellency the government, and that we as a local government council continue to do what we need to do for our people, the project we are doing, and we will not be distracted. They know that the battle is over. So I want to also call on those of our people who are on the other side to come back and let them join forces in supporting the governor of Rivers State.
The Obiakpo Council boss, however, praised Governor Fubara for restoring peace and giving hope to Rivers youth, assuring that the people of the state will stand by him in 2027.
The governor is a man that has conscience. Ordinarily, if the governor uses his power, I think most of these people who are gathering somewhere, jubilating will not be gathering. Like I tell people who have gone for 8 years, this is the turn of the River Line people who are going to support them, do their own term for ages. So whatever they are doing now is just mere distraction. We are not scared. For those of our youth who are on social media, turning themselves to the magistrates, High Court judge and Supreme Court judge, I want to tell them that they shoot that energy they use their fighting to look for something to do, and also come over to join a man who loves young people.
Meanwhile, the Victor Okojumbo-led Rivers State House of Assembly has screened and confirmed 5 nominees to be appointed as chairman and members of the Rivers State Assembly Commission. They also approved the nominations for the chairman and members of the Rivers State Local Government Service Commission. It followed a letter from Governor Siminalayi Fubara requested the Assembly to screen and ratify the nominees. Mr. Okojumbo said the members were confirmed because of their track record and service to humanity. Earlier, the leader and deputy speaker of the Victor Okojumbo-led Assembly, Sokari Goodboy, and Timothy Orubi Enimiga, in their separate contributions, described the nominees as round pegs in round holes. Correspondent Soebi Oruware reports that the nominees to serve as members and chairman of the Rivers State House of Assembly Commission are Tamonosisi Gogo Jaja as chairman, Jones Obunda, Kennedy Ebeku, Soberko Clark, and Kingston Sylvanus will serve as members. Goodlife Ben will serve as chairman for the Local Government Commission. Emmanuel Jaja, Betty Walmate, Jerome Chimenem, Philip Obaraji, and Christian Amadi are members. Moving on, police say they arrested a notorious gang leader and armed robbery suspect Innocent Chigozie in his hideout and recovered operational weapons. The spokesperson of the Rivers State Police Command, Grace Iringa Koko, said in a statement that the suspect had been terrorizing farmlands on Ozafo Road in Okahia community, Ilele, Ichi local government area. The statement said that last year, the gang engaged police operatives in a gun battle but was chased away. She said during interrogation, the suspect confessed to owning the recovered items, which include 1 automatic pump-action gun and 2 live cartridges. She said the suspect and recovered items are currently in police custody and an investigation is ongoing to arrest other fleeing gang members. In another development, the state chairman of the Maritime Workers Union of Nigeria, Israel Waribo-Pepo, has raised concern that the 11 boat passengers abducted along the Bonny Waterway last week are still in captivity. Mr. Waribo-Pepo tells correspondent Emekotoka that the passengers are mostly women. He appealed to security agencies to intensify efforts to ensure their unconditional release.
Our concern is for those innocent passengers to be released unharmed. That's our major interest. I still asking, begging the police to put more effort. Yes, they are trying their best, but let them put more effort. You know, for family members to be in the bush for almost going to a week now. And moreover, we have a lot of women in that in the number from the manifest. We have more women than the men there. So we are still asking that they should please specify more effort to see how they can rescue them. I think that's what it is.
Remember that the Marine unit of the command rescued only 9 of the 20 abducted boat passengers last week. Elsewhere, the spokesman of the Bukuma community in the Degema local government area of River State, Iwarema Fubara, says there's been a fresh oil spill from the manifold where the 1-month-old fire was put out on Sunday. In an interview with correspondent Obioroware, he called for urgent steps to contain the fresh oil spill.
Through concerted efforts, the operators at MPCL were able to shut down the fire. There was an outburst of fire. So they were able to put off the fire in the wellhead. But after that, it became a spill of the crude and associated gases. It's like returning back to zero. Because while the fire was burning, it was burning off the crude and the gas. But now the fire has been put off. It is pure oil spill now, not just an outburst of fire, which has already saturated the atmosphere with hydrocarbon, and the crude is also spilling on waters.
The Bukuma spokesman, however, regrets the impact of the fresh oil spill on the environment.
Doing their best to see how they can shut down the well and stop the spill and contain the spill. So they are still there trying their best. We wish they succeed fast because the hazard and the pollution, has escalated. When it was burning off the hydrocarbons, which was also another level of pollution. Now the entire area is charged with hydrocarbon cloud and fumes all over, contaminating the waters again afresh and, polluting the entire atmosphere, the plants, the farmlands, everything is just, you feel it dropping on your skin.
Still to come, Port Harcourt men share their wish list for Valentine's Day. Stay with us. You're welcome back, and now the rest of the news. River State Deputy Governor Ngozi Odo has called on health workers to make full use of newly provided tools to enhance healthcare delivery across the state. Professor Odo made this call during the commissioning of the newly installed solar-powered walk-in cold room, 2 vaccine vial crushers, 9 operational Hilux vehicles for local government areas, and 9 motorcycles for disease surveillance.
These tools represent our commitment, the commitment of the government to supporting your noble mission. To whom much is given, much is expected. So Simnalaye have provided tools for you to work with. So what you owe in return is to put in your best. What you owe in return is to make him know that health is number one, that our health is super in the state.
On her part, the River State Commissioner for Health, Adeze Ore, highlighted the significance of the newly installed equipment.
We present our commitment to improve the efficiency, effectiveness, and sustainability of primary health.
Apologies for that mix-up. Now, the event also featured goodwill messages from key partners, including the World Health Organization, WHO, and UNICEF. Dignitaries in attendance included the chairman of the Port Harcourt local government, Ezebunwe Chimati, chairman of the River State Primary Healthcare Management Board, Professor Blessing Jaja, Commissioner for Local Government Affairs, Charles Bekay, representatives from Total Energies, local government chairman, officials from the National Primary Healthcare Development Agency, NPHCDA, and other stakeholders. In other news, PlayStation games, wristwatches, and luxury belt are some of the gift items that men in Port Harcourt are expecting from their spouses on this year's Valentine's Day. Some of them who spoke to our correspondent say they expect their spouses to go beyond boxers and singlet gifts this year. Others mentioned office bags, shoes, clothes, perfumes, camera, and even cars as their preferred gifts.
New camera, now what did they bother me? If I use and go work now, get money, come back, I will get joy. If I lose the camera, I will get joy.
I'm expecting current PS5, but I know that she cannot be able to afford it. So going to anything she get for me.
The women should step up a bit. That would be very nice. The men will also be encouraged to even do more when the females step up a bit. Females are making money, they are working too. There's nothing wrong. If the woman decides to say, look, take a car for a Valentine gift, expensive belts, trousers, even wears, maybe a dozen, that would be good.
If I can get a wristwatch from her, I will be okay with that. I want to buy a wristwatch. The wristwatch is not cheap, the one I wanted to buy. So if she can get me that wristwatch, I will be okay.
Some persons are not good in giving, no matter the amount they have. While some persons, the little they have, they can share. So it all depends on an individual basis here.
Our correspondent caught up with some women who shared what they plan to gift their partners on Valentine's Day.
Something that I know that maybe probably when we are discussing, he always emphasizes on getting that stuff when he's so buoyant. So I can just secretly go get it for him this Valentine, and I know he's going to appreciate it.
There are watches, shoes, that expensive shoes. Then there's very expensive eyeglasses. Shouldn't be only the boxers. Something that when he puts it on, he will feel like, oh my God, give me this.
If my man is bothered about something and I know, he's bothered about this and I have the money, I can get that stuff for him. And this for man that is also supporting, not the one that is not supporting at all. If you're not supporting that, my dear, I can't even get even the boxers and singlets, you'll not even see.
I think you can give your man PS, canvas, clothes. If you're giving a guy money to look somehow, you can transfer the money, not giving the guy cash.
Our correspondent visited a gift shop for a survey and found that office bags are sold for about 45,000 naira, and male sunglasses sell between 12,000 naira and 25,000 naira. A wristwatch, depending on the brand, costs around 25,000 naira and 375,000 naira. A luxury body towel sells between 11,000 naira and 14,850 naira. A 3-in-1 pack of designer boxers costs between 4,300 naira and 12,500 naira. Valentine's Day is this Friday, February 14. We're going another short commercial break. When we come back, we'll wrap up the news. scene, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is threatening to resume intense fighting in Gaza if Hamas fails to release captives held there by noon on Saturday. This is as U.S. President Donald Trump repeated his plan to take over Gaza, urging visiting King Abdullah of Jordan to allocate land for forcibly displaced Palestinians. That's a wrap on the news this morning. Before we go, let's have a look at the major stories. Governor Fubara is confident of his chances in re-election bid. Police have arrested a suspected gang leader in Rivers community. The Bukuma oil spill is yet to be contained after the fire was put out on Sunday. Port Harcourt men have shared their wish list for Valentine's Day listing cars and PlayStation games. On the foreign scene, Israel has threatened to resume Gaza war. The news was edited by Chioma Ezenwafo. To reach the news team, send an SMS or WhatsApp to 0808-721-7215. I'm Ifechukwu Moyele. Many thanks for listening.